Hey guys, it's me, Slushy. I'm actually going to be doing a ranking of all the Halloween movies. Sir, what are you doing here? I'm actually going to film it up and down like this. I'm way more used to it like this. So, getting on with my Halloween ranking. Starting off with my number one. What should I do from worst to best? I'll do worst to best. So coming in at my, it almost took me a while to figure out how many there were. Coming in at my number 10 is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Um, he tried. He tried his best, I suppose, to make a decent Michael Myers flick, and for the first 20 minutes, he did it justice. Man, did he make a good opening to a movie. Wow. He compromised the original Halloween 2, the hospital scene, and he just made it brutal, beyond brutal. I love that about it, and I cherish that part about it. Literally, I'll watch it for 20 minutes, I'll take it out, and I'll put in another one, because that's the only good part about this movie. The white horse thing, confusing, weird, I didn't need it. Hobo Michael Myers, I did not need that either. Definitely, none of us did. The whole family thing, that was not even supposed to happen, period. So the fact that they even threw that in here is funny, because as you guys know, John Carpenter, if you're a fan of the series, John Carpenter never planned a sequel. There was never a sequel in mind. In fact, he said writing Halloween 2, the original Halloween 2, was his most painful screenplay that he's ever done, because he didn't want to do it. He kind of did it because he felt he needed his name involved, because it's his movie. So, I don't know. In this movie, it's... there's a reason why it's my number 10. What can I say? Coming in at my number 9 is actually a lot of people's number 10. So this one is Halloween Resurrection. Me and this movie do not have a great relationship, and in fact, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is the only reason it's not at the bottom. This movie really, really sucks. There's a lot to this that could have gone well. Mainly the fact, if you think about it, it's from the director, Rick Rosenthal, the guy who did Halloween 2. He directed the original Halloween 2, and he directed this, and it's a steaming pile of crap, and I hate to even talk about it. What they were trying with this movie, I have no idea, to be honest. Evil finds its way home. Great philosophy. Evil finds its way to my trash can. How about that? Coming in at my number 8. Yes. This is also bad. Anything leading up till the top 4 are not as great as they should have been. Or even the top 6. The top 6, whenever it gets to 6, then it's when it gets pretty bad. Or better, Halloween 5. Don't even get me started. Halloween 5. Number 1, they've turned freaking Dr. Loomis into this crazy psychopath, and in fact, you spend most of the runtime more afraid of him than Michael Myers. He's just acting weird. He is over the top crazy. I don't know what they're attempting with him, but whatever it was, couldn't have been more weird and wrong of a portrayal for Dr. Loomis. And it's sad to think that this is the second to last performance by Donald Pleasance before he passed. R.I.P. Pepperonis. Sucks for him. I'm sure he's making a bunch of Halloween sequels in heaven or something, But, I don't know. I don't really like Halloween 5. There's a couple of cool scenes. There's a car chase scene when the car blows up, when Michael Myers gets out the car, and that's the only good scene. Thank you. Alright, enough of that. Moving on. This is the last one that's particularly not great, but not terrible either. Or it's okay, rather. Is Halloween 6. Theatrical cut and producer's cut comes in here. Terror never rests in peace. Why they feel the need to put those at the top, it doesn't add anything to the movie. But whatever, especially when it's a stupid tagline like that. Terror never rests in peace. No dip, it's Michael Myers. But anyways, the reason why I don't like this movie is the producer's cut solely. This movie as its own thing is cool. Like the theatrical cut, awesome. The producer's cut ruins it for me. My God, it sucks. You take the producer's cut out of mine, it might be a little bit higher on my list. Actually, it wouldn't move anywhere. But I wouldn't rank it as a bad movie. I would say it's a pretty good movie. It's a good addition to the series. It does involve that cult thing with Thorn, and that's a little clunky. But Halloween 5 started it. Halloween 6 is just continuing it. So I think they did a good job with what they had to continue Halloween 5, which was a steaming pile of crap. And this producer's cut, wow, worse than Halloween 5 in a way. But mainly the theatrical cut ranked it higher. So that's the only reason. So, Halloween 6. Coming in at number 6, Rob Zombie's Halloween remake. Wow, I love the approach to this. Like I said, this is when it gets good. This is when I actually like him. I love the approach that they took to Michael Myers, the backstory that they gave him. They spent 15 minutes of him as a kid, 15 minutes of him as an adult, slaughtering people, which I absolutely love. I think this movie was a solid remake. It's one of the best remakes. I get a lot of crap for saying that, but I think he did amazing. You know, it's quick. Coming in at my number 5 is Halloween H2O. These are all pretty decent movies. Only thing I don't like about this movie is the CGI mask and that stupid tagline, "This summer, terror won't be taking a vacation." Really? Who was the genius that came up with that one? Oh boy. I really do not like the CGI mask. It's terrible. It's noticeable. It's garbage. Why they needed to do that, I have no idea. But they did, and that's my one downside for this movie. Other than that, it's a solid entry. I love it, especially the way they killed off Michael. Great way to end it, but Hollywood. Coming in, at my number 4. Halloween 2, the original Halloween 2. So I think it's a great movie. They did, even though it wasn't needed, because the first movie was a perfect solid entry, and they should have continued the anthology series. But Hollywood, once again, wanted more. Fans wanted more, so they came out with Halloween 2. And it's a pretty cool movie for what it is. I like it. Great movie. Not as good as the original. It doesn't top the original, but it's an awesome movie. Definitely worth the try for sure if you have never seen it, which I don't know why you would. Why you wouldn't have anyway. Now this is when it's going to piss some people off. Because my number 3. Halloween, the original. So most people's list, this is number 1. But for me, the original is somewhat overrated to an extent, though I do love it and what it started. Back then, yes, it was amazing. I loved it. I loved the movie. Don't even try to take me away from that. I really do love this movie. But to me, the next 2 movies are way better. People already know the last 2, so. The music, the tension, the suspension, the dark, shadowy figures of Michael Myers just made this movie even more enjoyable. It's a great movie. Love it. I watch it so often, honestly. Especially the behind the scenes and stuff, the special features. Good stuff on there. Coming in at number 2. Oh, controversial here. Slide it on in there. Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Now, is it a good Michael Myers movie? Absolutely not. Michael isn't even in the movie. But when you look at it as a whole, Halloween was never supposed to be about Michael Myers. It was supposed to be an anthology series. So taking that in mind, Halloween 3 is an amazing movie. It's a great, in fact, I don't even know how to describe it, terrific movie. Couldn't have been more well done. I really do love the approach to this. It's dark, creepy-ish. I've never been scared by a movie, but this definitely is a little creepy. The robots, Conal Cochran, the whole scheme and everything is just wild. I love it. It's a great movie, and I recommend you check it out if you haven't already. If you don't like it, well, opinions. We all have them. My number 1. This is what got me into horror movies, and so I'll always love it, is Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. So this came out in 1988. I saw it when I was 6. Loved it. Got me into horror. There's not really much else. I mean, it's an amazing freaking movie. They couldn't have done it better, honestly. They really couldn't have. It's an almost perfect movie because they have the emotional story with Jamie and her stepsister Rachel. And Michael Myers goes on a hunt to kill Jamie, wants to end all the bloodlines and all that stuff. And the ending really set up a cool idea for a sequel that they could have done really well, and it would have been different from just another Michael Myers movie. But instead, Halloween 5 decided to continue with Michael Myers, and instead of using Jamie as the killer, they continue with Michael and turn Jamie into a mute. Screw you, Halloween 5 anyway. Halloween 4, great movie. But, yeah, that's my Halloween review. Hope Michael Myers, Mr. Cool Guy with the sunglasses, agrees with me on these. Yeah, he's nodding. Yeah, I think he agrees with me. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hit like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.